Good cold Wednesday morning as we wake up this morning with temperatures in the low single digits. I was at 3.6 for a low. Some people probably made it to zero or even below. I know they did it just to our west. And I think it would have been a little bit colder if we'd had a even deeper snowpack out here, but we'll see. Anyway, I think this will be the coldest we get this year, but hey, weather's proved me wrong before. We'll see. High pressure is in control. That's why we're so cold, and it was calm, so we had good radiation cooling. It wasn't totally calm, so wind chills got down to 7 below. Snow along the Gulf Coast is over. Snow is coming to an end in South Carolina. Probably it's pretty much over. This always goes back a little bit before the actual time. This is probably closer to the time it is right now. High will be around today and tomorrow and Friday. We could hit freezing tomorrow. Wouldn't be surprised. Sometimes we overperform when we start to warm up. But tonight it's still going to be another cold night with lows in the single digits, around 5 degrees, 10 degrees tops, maybe even colder. We'll have to see. Sometimes it gets even colder than expected because of radiation and cooling. But after this, look, the weather is tranquil for a while here as we are cool and then staying cool. And then here's that sharp drop. I was always hoping as a snow lover that would cause a storm closer to the coast, but look, it ended up way off the coast. The troughiness of which you see is at kind of like a sagging here in the system. The trough axis is right here, and the low formed way up far off the coast. Once this moves past, we get out of the cooler air. By Saturday already, we're seeing the isotherm start to go up, so we get a little warmer on Saturday. And then here's the high to the south. These are southwest winds. Yeah, they're running into colder air at the upper levels, but they are eating away at it. So we'll be up in the 40s probably by Sunday, Monday. Here's that little system that I was thinking maybe next week would cause us something. Now it looks like maybe clouds. It doesn't look like much up here. Maybe a little bit of snow to our south, but not really any system. Kind of gets shredded apart. And then we are a little bit chilly, as that high is there and some winds get involved. So I'm not going to say this is going to be a warm trend per se, but it's not going to be as cold as it has been. Here we get cold air damming, colder air kind of east of the mountain. So even though we are still east of this high, so I mean still colder air is kind of trickling down here east of the mountains. So it's not going to be as hot or warm as it could have been next week. And we got this big low to the west, but there's nothing holding it back from cutting out to the west of us. So that means likely rain if it performs at all. I mean, this thing kind of falls apart. Oh, here we go. This is a little interesting. So this is far out. This is 234 hours and it's liable to change. But the high over New England with clockwise winds pushing the cold air. Look at this sagging, strong on the ice bars here. This is cold air damming. That's why there's an ice situation happening. This is very typical for this time of year to get an icy situation to show up. That would be bad news. So let's hope this is not true. We don't want ice at all. This is a sleep bomb at this point. That's why it's purple. The red is the ice, but still, I don't like ice. Maybe turning over to snow. We'll have to see. So again, like I said, even though we'll be in a warmer pattern, we still have opportunities for wintry weather, and we'll have to see if that comes to fruition. Here, this looks a lot warmer. So this is a long-term, long-range. So we'll have to see if this comes true. But this is pretty warm. When I say warm, this looks like, 40s, 50s for a few days, and definitely warmer conditions. So we'll have to see if that comes to fruition. It does bring back down colder air. It just shows transitioning and back and forth. I can tell you the blocking, the cold air that was up to the north, the polar vortex and stuff has retreated at this point, and we pretty much just have a zonal flow, which means that temperatures won't be super cold and they won't be super warm. It's going to be very seasonable when I will get this type of setup. Anyway, that's it. That's your Loudoun County Weather Outlook. Again, cold today, but not very windy. Very cold tonight. Tomorrow we get up near freezing. On Friday, still around the upper 20s, low 30s. Saturday, Sunday, we're going to start warming up 30s and 40s, and then 40s into next week. And then we'll watch something in the long range for potential wintry weather. Always a possibility this time of year, as cold air is not too far away. Have a great middle of the week. It's hump day. This has been your Loudoun County Weather Outlook.